weekly stream episode 114.
Is it really?
114. Yep, 114.
Could have swore we would have been farther by now.
Nah, what's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? Who's in the chat? We got Collision Bomb says she's first. What's up? And then Bud, what's up, Bud? How you doing? And then there's Dwight. Hi, Dwight.
So are you still working on page 4 or what?
Working on this tonight. So get this done, and then I have one more shot. That's an exterior shot. The rest of the book is interiors. So that'll mean I'm not doing these really vast, sweeping, like forever distant type concepts.
Right. So images. This is going to take you,
no,
it's got a lot of detail in it.
No, this has just been today.
Really
right. Working it out.
Right.
Whatever. You saw the architecture for it before.
Oh yeah, I know. But I mean,
what's up, Chris Fisk? How you doing, sir? What's up? Good stuff. Hey,
I'm just seeing like 2,000 layers to get this done.
Yep. You know how we go. What's up, Robert Chevron? Bow.
It's how we do.
It's how we do. You know the layers. I mean, it's kind of the title, more layers.
Well, hurry up.
So how was your fishing trip, dude?
It was good. I switched gears a little bit. Instead of just going to slaughter them all, I wanted to go and kind of go largemouth bass fishing, and it was still a little cold. So
slaughter them all. What do you mean? Do you fish with dynamite, hillbilly? What are you doing?
No, like the last couple times, man. I've went and basically caught limit the last couple times, just because I wasn't picky on what I was going after. And the largemouth bass fishing, it's different. For one, it's it's definitely more sporting, and you're going after
down
it's just different, man. I mean, it's and plus we're throwing back whatever we catch. Where the other times I've gone down, it's let me grab a bunch of stuff to take home with me. So it's just changed it up, different style trip to kind of go after different style fish. And
so was it just you and another buddy? Like
no. There we had 5 more vets come down, so we had 5 more. This was group 53. So brought them down. We did the sporting clay shoot last Thursday, and took them out, let them shoot a bunch of clays, play around a little bit, and then Friday took them down to the lake, and then Saturday, Sunday fished with them and stuff. So it was a good time. But like I said, just a different style of trip, just because the past couple times I've went, I've just teamed up with the guy that just goes out to fish. I mean, it doesn't matter what he's catching. It's like, hey, we're catching smallmouth or white bass or whatever, and he's like, okay, this is fine. Or the striper, I think that I sent you some pictures of, and we just catch a bunch. Where the largemouth, the black bass fishermen, they're looking for grabbing that one that weighs the most, or bigger than they've caught before, and then it just a little more sporting than just going to catch a bunch. So I changed it up this time and went down and I caught like 4. It sure wasn't. I had to work for it, that's for sure. But got to work on my casting and what bait to use and why and all that kind of stuff. So I learned a lot. It's good.
I like bow fishing.
I get that. But truly, if I had my choice, it would be spearfishing, but you know, the water's a little cold for that. But honest, I mean, you know, to me, how cool is it to go down and actually look at them and swim up on them, you know, and gig them. But either way, it's just a different art, man. I mean, from the surface, you gotta think through what's going to entice them to hit and try to grab a hold. So
you gotta twerk that bait.
Pretty much. And so then some of the guys that are really successful where we go,
The worms just swinging it.
Man, they've just figured it out. They know the colors to use. They know the type. They stick to what they know and what has worked before, and they just keep going that route, man. And it's just where that experience turns in, and it works. I mean, those guys have been just consistently every time we go, man, they're catching stuff. And I think part of it is because they realize and they're experienced enough to know when to switch, you know?
Yeah. Word. Well, you know, I haven't been fishing in quite a while.
That's like I said,
I live near water.
You know, part of it is I really didn't either. And
didn't you say you all went out in kayaks? Like, see, that's what I do.
Yeah, so now Sunday I got a buddy of mine that we went on that river trip with back in Labor Day, and so finally got our kayaks. He rigged his out, I rigged mine out, and so he's going to come down here, and we're going to head out Sunday morning and at least try to go drop some lines in the water and go play around. But at least now that we've got our rig and now that both of us have a kayak and we're set up,
yeah,
the idea will be for us to, you know, find some time, you know, kind of motivate each other. Like, hey, you know, next weekend, what are you doing? Nothing. All right, well, fine. Grab your shit. Let's go. So that we can get something happening. And just get out. So I'm excited about it. Got my kayak ready to go. So we will see. And but just be able to chill, you know, and then make a peaceful day out of it, I think.
Yeah.
But we're excited. You know, we've been sending each other pictures. You know, I got this added. I grabbed this. Oh yeah, you know, check this out. And so now it's like, all right, let's grab them and let's go.
Like I tell you, out here there's a place called King's Landing.
Yeah.
And you rent a kayak and then swim, or I mean, paddle out, whatever.
Yeah, I was going to say, what do you have a kayak swimming for?
No. The alligators swim underneath, you know, your kayak and stuff. And it's quite fun. They're always sunbathing.
Yeah, so
8 Mile trick. It's fun.
Wasn't any of that, but Devil's River here in the kind of southern part of Texas, I guess, is man, the water was so clear, dude. I mean, like we could see 20 plus feet down to the bottom, so you could see these just massive fish, and you're just looking at them. And I was so heartbroken, man, because I broke my rod like 30 minutes into the trip, and it was a 3-day trip. And so I'm paddling, just looking at these fish, and I can't drop anything on them because I don't have anything to drop, you know. And so other guys were fishing and playing around. But I mean, that was still cool though, to be able to, you know, to see it that far down and just be able to watch them, you know. But then turn around and heck, I mean, trying to figure out what to drop on them so that they would, you know, be interested and go after it.
Hell yeah, dude. Sounds like a fun time.
What was it? For learning stuff, you know. I mean, the the crankbait's not really been working too well. It's really not been getting a whole lot done. But one trip, man, that one trip I sent you the video where I kept throwing every cast and catching one and bringing one in. I mean, all I was doing was just throwing a plastic with a bunch of hooks on it. There were so many fish in the water. I wasn't even hooking them in the mouth. I was fouling them like in the back and in the tail. And I mean, I was just,
what are you doing that for?
It ain't my fault, man. They were just in the way,
man.
But but that just did not work this trip at all. But was working on trying to throw stuff near the bank, and I will say, unlike playing golf, I did not lose any of my lures like I lose golf balls when I play golf. So
you're trying to fish with them, trying to knock out the fish in the pond with the golf ball.
Well, it's
what's up, Noah? How are you?
It's just one of those where you're trying to throw up close to the bank, or you get hung in a tree, or I've learned more of how to rig that stuff up, and then also kind of how to throw it to keep some of that from happening, which was kind of funny because the guy I was with, man, he's been fishing for forever, and I mean, he lost 3 or 4 lines, I think, and had to break them off, and
sometimes that's just the area, dude.
I know, but it's also what you're throwing and what you're doing with it too. So
how you're dropping it.
Yeah, well, they've been teaching me how to kind of hide the hook so that I can pull through the grass and the weeds and stuff and not get caught.
Yeah.
So learning some cool tricks for sure.
I just keep thinking of the movie Gone Fishing. It keeps flashing in my head when you talk about it.
I don't even remember which one that was.
Joe Pesci and Danny Glover. Oh, you got
but no, so truly though, last trip we were fishing probably 60, 70 feet down and pulling those striper bass up, that the bigger ones, that they were probably 4 or 5 pound. And man, I got snagged last time and I had to cut it and I couldn't bring it back up. I was so mad. And here it is, like, this is somebody else's fishing gear, like it's his lure, it's his equipment, and I felt so bad. So he gives me another one that hooks me up, and I throw out a couple times, and we're trying to get back on them, and we finish up, and we caught limit on the striper, and was able to feel good about that. And then I get snagged again, and I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. We're almost done. It was like 104, I think, out on the water. I mean, it was just scorching hot. So anyway, I get hung again, man, and I feel so bad. And he's like, all right, well, give it one last tug and just
patience with you.
Just go ahead and and just yank on it, man, and get it back. Try to get it back in the boat. And I yank on it, and it comes loose. And I'm reeling up, and there's this big wad of line that I pull up, and I'm like, that's the color line that I lost. And I keep pulling, dude. I keep pulling, and I pulled that dang lure back out of the water.
Nice.
And he looks at me.
At least you caught that.
Yeah. He looks at me and he goes, "You didn't." And I was like, "Yeah, here's your lure back." And he goes, "You have to be kidding.
You can't catch a fish, but you can't catch a lost bait."
but I sure as heck pulled his lure back out. So I mean, that was super cool. And I mean, how the heck do you do that? I mean, 60 feet down,
I don't know. That's funny.
like 4 or 5 casts in between. And then I get on the bird's nest of line that I left in the water and got snagged in it, and then pulled up and got out. So pretty cool.
That's pretty neat. Man, if you only knew, you could have had some money on that. Be like, I might not be able to fish, but I will get your lure back.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Bet me. Yeah, well, Well, I tell you
work.
what, he ain't gonna bet me now.
No,
After that, for sure. But man, he's been awesome to fish with, man, because that boy will he'll find them. And he was sitting there apologizing. He's like, "Man, I'm so sorry. Normally it doesn't take this long." So he's just sitting here putting around the lake, looking on his fish finder, trying to find everything. And finally, man, he's like, "Grab your rod, let's go." And the birds were diving. I mean, the fish were there. So he found them.
Mm-hmm.
It was cool.
Down in the
But he's just one tried true. And I just want to go catch some stuff,
Yeah.
Where the other guys, they're wanting to go find the little cubby holes where the bass are tucked in and go throw at them and go try to grab a big one,
That's normally where you find them.
So, dude, man, we were throwing in the grass, couldn't find them. We were throwing on the ledges and couldn't find them. It just, the water was still a little cold.
Word.
But
so now you just gave a bunch of piercings to fishes. They're going down back to their homes and having to face their parents and be like, "I told you."
Not really, man. I mean, I caught 4 and then threw them back.
And Nemo comes back with a piercing through his nose.
Well, there was one with a piercing in his butt, but I mean, he's just gonna have to live with that.
There's such thing as suspension shows.
I guess
it's just a little extreme.
Well, what's crazy now is one of the guys I was fishing with that I caught all those fish and I lost his lure and got it back. But he's like, "Man, I'm probably not going back for a while because of gas prices."
Yeah,
and I'm like, "Man, that's such a shame." So so to me, I was like, "Hey, well, if it's that bad, he's never let me split the fuel cost."
Mm-hmm.
So come on, man. Like if the cost is higher and you still want to go,
let's go.
Then let me know and let's share the fuel cost. And he's like, "You know what? That could work." And it's like, "Well, yeah." Because he's been awesome, man. Because that fuel cost, man, I think that boat takes like 100-gallon or so. You know what I mean? So by the time he's done and he's got to haul it 3 hours down and 3 hours back. And, so his fuel cost for the weekend's pretty steep, I think. But had fun. Like I said, I mean, learn more for sure as far as kind of what to do, what not to do, and what lures to throw to try to get some stuff happening. So kind of excited to see what happens Sunday. And hopefully I throw some good stuff and catch a bunch of fish so I can give my buddy that I'm going with a bunch of hell for it.
I need to get back out doing kayak again sometime.
Sure. That's another piece that I'm just excited to get that darn thing in the water, man. I've rigged it up and did a bunch of stuff to it and got it ready to roll, and now I want to put it in the water and go check it out.
Hop in the headphones. Grab a couple like little travelers Jack Daniels or whatever.
Headphones, man. You taking the wrong trip. You need to stay in Orlando.
Yeah. No, little earbuds. You charge up the phone, sit there.
Leave that damn phone in the truck.
Nature sounds are great.
Yeah. It is. I gotta be able to hear the fish farts, man. I gotta know where they're at.
Awesome.
So looks like you've definitely been getting some stuff taken care of, man, because you're further along.
Yep.
Different page than I remember seeing.
Well, I was working on that guy last year.
Yeah, I'm in so much trouble, man. There's like I've been hanging around with too many vets here lately because some of the stuff I was about to say on stream, I just gotta, I just gotta
Yeah.
think about it first and hold my
Yeah.
tongue because, gosh, I was about to get in trouble.
It's all right. Things happen.
We need like what is it, like that 5-second delay where we're like we can hit the, and bleep it out.
There is
like, did he just say that? Like,
there is some
and then go again,
editability. It's just more work to do.
Because, man, I'm gonna be in so much trouble. One of them's gonna slip. I know it will. No, that ain't what it is.
No, I'm just, loosens your inhibitions. So I like where your inhibitions are right now.
Yeah. So, what the hell's Joe's up to?
I don't know. Probably
wait a minute.
Breaking boards.
Let me.
You were talking on about the game updates earlier. Do you want to kind of tell people?
Well, I kind of wanted to find out what Joe was thinking.
About what?
So, what have you been doing, Joe?
He's karate Putin. Someone ended up finding a very old picture of Putin, and Joe looking quite.
You know that they had to take Biden to the hospital, don't you?
No,
he couldn't stop Putin. That's a Noah joke right there. That's straight up.
Yeah.
Straight up Noah joke for sure.
Yeah. Take that to school.
Yeah. Speaking of, man,
stay in school.
To keep Noah busy, maybe we need to do like a children's book.
I got something coming down the way, but it's for a little bit younger than for his age, but it's for all ages.
So it's like 4 to 8.
It can be. It can go for. The metaphor is actually quite deep.
What do kids his age watch anyway? Like, I don't know. Power Rangers ain't still on, is it?
No, I know. I'm sure it is.
Did they finally take Teletubbies off the air?
I think so.
Good. That was creepy.
A lot of it was creepy. Like, a lot of stuff was creepy. Like Thomas the Train, the puppet's creepy. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. It's almost like Poltergeist all over again.
Mm-hmm. Goosebumps.
I do think, dude, Poltergeist is what got me on clowns. I really do.
Clowns.
That doll or that puppet that was like in the corner. You remember that?
Yeah,
and it was like a clown looking deal. Yeah, I think that's what. Whatever happened to that crap? Remember those ding dongs that were going around like doing stupidness and dressed up as clowns and shooting people and whatever, and like all of a sudden like they just ruined clowns for everybody,
Because the It movies were being remade and coming out, it seemed like it was a little bit
like promotional,
it could have been promotional, but then some people
it got creepy.
Nuts. Yeah,
it got like
I know someone has the story on that, but I don't.
It got Catapano kind of quick. So anyway, what page is this now? Like 48?
I'm bouncing around a few. No, not 48. You're nuts.
All right.
Well, you're crazy. You're drunk.
Not yet. Working on it.
48 pages. I wish this book was 48 pages, and I was that close to being there. No.
I was just, man, I'm telling you that them clowns should have came to Texas, dude. They wouldn't have lasted long.
I think that became a problem.
It's like
people
as soon as all of a sudden they fought back, it's like, okay, we ain't doing this. And then how do you go, hey, we're going to get you a clown for your birthday? And they're like, no, start crying and stuff. All right. What about you, Noah? Clowns, yes or no?
Hope that Mike picked that up, because no, not for me.
No?
No. I don't. I think it's a. I think it.
I'm gonna get you one of those singing telegrams, but make him dress up as a clown. I am your singing telegram. And it's like, boom, boom, boom.
Whoa, wrong house. It's that one.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Gosh. And we got to do that for somebody at work, but he's going to get the cop.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's going to get
back to what we were saying a few episodes ago.
He's going to get the police officer with the boombox. I've heard that you've been bad.
We've got a noise complaint. It's not loud enough.
No! Yeah.
Awesome.
What was that Party Boy on Jackass, I think? Wasn't it?
I don't know.
Never mind. Sorry.
Steve-O's,
I'm showing my age.
Steve-O's podcast is pretty good. It's interesting to see him be that.
Noah's probably Sergeant Sedenko. Oh man, we're gonna have Noah so tied up in Google searches tonight, it's gonna be unreal.
Oh, Joe is there. Haha, no karate tonight. Hold on. Let's see.
Yeah, for sure.
No karate.
Oh man. I'm still on the fence whether I'm gonna watch the new one, man.
The what?
The Jackass movie.
Oh, I'll watch it. If I get a chance, I will. I actually, the show Pickers, American Pickers?
Yeah.
I was doing a tech.
I got bored with that after I found that they set up all that stuff.
I was guest spotting at a tattoo place out there in Quad Cities, and I think it was his cousin or something, niece. I think it was his niece. She was friends with the guy I was guest spotting with and stuff. So I took her out to go see Jackass in 3D.
Yeah.
And never heard from her again. She left the whole place. It was awesome. It was awesome. I sat and watched the whole thing. It was incredible. I liked it.
Oh man. It just, some of the stuff, yeah, I laughed my butt off. Other stuff, man, just made me want to just throw up.
Yeah, I mean that's the
that's the whole point. But
the whole point.
I think to me, dude, the worst one was an old boy made the omelet by eating all the ingredients, and then yeah, that was bad.
Was it in Maj in the shower contemplating the noise complaint? Yes.
Yeah. Like I said, Noah's going to be so confused and trying to figure out what we're talking about, I'm sure.
As it should be.
We will probably get a complaint about...
from him? Oh, well. Change the record.
They'll probably get a complaint from someone else.
Oh, well.
You let a 6th grader listen to all of that.
All of what? Jackass? Or fishing? What'd you do? What'd you say?
Well, just don't rewind the tape.
Yeah. guess. I don't know what happened. I'm drawing. Be responsible, Dwight.
What? So, what else been going on?
I'm working on 2 books at the same time.
Hey, this show's got like a -1 for likes on it.
It happens. It happens.
That's not even cool.
It could be because I kind of knew that Mo Biggs wouldn't be around, and I decided not to play music this time, and so I guess the numbers are down. I don't know.
Interesting. Okay, so how much longer you think?
Quite a while, Dwight.
Like 2 months.
Like we said before, Noah's kids will be able to back this.
Okay.
So that's what we're aiming at.
All right. As long as we're set, man. As long as we're not setting the bar too high, that'll be good for sure. But no. So yeah, got another fishing trip planned for May. We'll go back down there, try to get something done, and maybe I'll make it happen.
Maybe you'll make it happen.
So Beckoned is like Heinz ketchup. You have to smack it in the shoulder to get it to work.
Yeah, are you talking about the code right now?
Pretty much. Just waiting on you.
Waiting on me for what?
Waiting on you.
I'm not waiting on me.
Well, man, if you'd get this darn book done, then we could try to work on the game.
The artwork, you're doing a fantastic job.
Well, someone is working on the game.
Oh, you are right, though. I need to get done with this.
But either way, I do agree with. I still back our decision that this was a cool move, and I think it's definitely something I'm excited to see. Finish up and have out there. So I mean, I'm excited for it for sure.
Good.
So on the game front, playing around with learning some more stuff. Got the saving and the loading actually working, a lot better along the lines of what I'm looking for. Learning how to save a lot more of the information, especially for multi-character, and getting that implemented. So now I've got to take what I did program and then bring in what I should have programmed and start getting all that put together. So it's turning into a lot of bug fixes and program enhancements right now. But I think what we come up with on the flip side of this is going to be pretty cool and pretty killer.
Those are all good problems to have.
Yeah, I mean it's going to be much better on the other side for sure. And then I'm serious, man. I was excited to be able to have certain stuff in the explore state working and setting up the way it is. So still liking some of the stuff that we were able to showcase and show last time. I think last time we were doing a little bit of a playthrough. Then to turn around and be able to save progress all the way through, character stats and all of that kind of stuff. That's just going to be
awesome.
That's going to be killer. And then get that out of the way where that's working, it's done, it's set up, it's clean. Then we can start playing and dabbling and progressing in other areas that we need to be going. So I'm excited for it for sure.
Did y'all hear that? It's working.
It is. Then I want to revisit and go back and allow you to kind of load different saves and that kind of stuff. So I mean that's coming. That shouldn't be too bad. Get that rolling. But just just having to do it piece by piece for sure. And then hopefully, some of that once we get this other baseline kind of set and smoothed out, I'm hoping it just even is more of a performance benefit as well moving forward is what I'm hoping for.
Hey. Oh, look who it is. It's Karate
What's up?
Putin.
Hey,
Karate Putin, dude. Man, I got better karate skills than him, dude.
That's
I don't know.
I'm glad you
do you?
mentioned that
He's
because
like
I've
5'5",
had
dude.
that thought a few times. Is like he's in a karate gi, you're in a karate gi. I think there needs to be a fight to the death.
Dude,
Yeah,
like,
but
he
you know what?
likes riding
I
horses,
would definitely rather put my money on Joe because the ones around Putin, dude, they're taking it easy on him because like you don't bloody that guy's nose and live to see tomorrow. Like that
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
you take it
It's
easy
like
on the
Steven
boss.
Seagal.
I
You
heard
take
about
it
him
easy
having
on the
his
boss.
little war council before they invaded. He went to eat. It's pretty much like a theater of him just asking his advisors, like, "Should we do it?" And it's literally on tape because he's kind of a crazy person. But
Yeah.
he asked the guy that he fired, the head of whatever. Either way, he fired him afterward. But he asked him, "Should we do it?" And he's like, "I don't know about it." And he's like, "Can you check that again?" And he's like, "Yeah, no, we should, because you're gonna die if you say no." But
I think, dude, that's such a wild world, man. To those style governments and stuff where you just learn to say yes.
gotta be a yes man.
Until everybody agrees behind his back that when the one guy says
And-
no, someone goes pew.
And unfortunately, you're hoping that yes is what they want to hear.
Yeah, it's just weird how I don't know the full story, but he's like been powers for like 20 years because they pretty much like swapped between like being whatever president. I don't know what do they call him over there. It's not prime minister.
Prime ministers.
I feel like
Not
prime
in
minister's the
Russia.
one right below.
It's not.
No, like
Uh,
that's like British.
Yeah,
So like
pretty much
Canada and England. He's it, man. I mean, and then so they're saying like wealthy wise, he's in pretty good shape, but he doesn't have to report it, so nobody really knows how many billions it is.
How do we sell comic books to them?
Well, I mean, we got to get the trade route open back up. I mean, the sanctions
I tell you
have
how,
to
dude.
go away.
You accept you accept their currency, and he'll buy.
Yeah, right.
No. No.
Yeah, how many rubles you need to buy Beckoned? Well, I mean, not very many right now because we don't have it. We don't have it finished.
No.
True.
But when it is finished.
Well,
Yes.
ask him.
Yes.
Dude. I'm sure
But
he'll
no.
put it in there.
No.
We will
Ask
for
me, and then I'll tell him.
we will ask
Okay,
for
that-
one
that-
and
I
a
like
half
that.
Krugerrands.
I like that better. Joe's trained to handle that circumstance better than I am.
Mhm.
Like I don't have a half a Krugerrand, then you will buy 3 books.
He will persuade you.
Wait a minute. 3 books? That's still 4.5 Krugerrands.
That's a crap deal, my friend. Yeah. That's a bummer. What page is this, Jeremy? What are you working on?
Page 6, but I've been working non-linearly throughout the book, so
What'd you say? Non-literally?
yeah, I've been going. I did page 16 a while ago.
He's been working on
I'm
it uber
bouncing around.
non-linearly.
Just,
I dig
just jumping around.
That's a new word. You can look it up.
Awesome.
Non-literally?
Yeah. Uber.
Oh, Uber. Dude. So, what's the biggest challenge so far with this stuff?
Time.
Oh, just put the same amount of detail and do it quicker.
Yeah,
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
just time. That's really all it is. I mean, you and I talked about my panel styles. I could probably get a little bit more fluid with them or strange with them, and they do later in the book. But I don't know. I haven't gained the cojones to get too crazy with them yet.
So how's Crack Circuit 2 going?
Yeah,
It's a slow roll, mostly because I had like one scene that just jutted out of the whole sequence, and kind of had to go back.
You
to
ran
thumbnails
off
on
with
it.
all that money from Crack Circuit 1 and partied, and now you're trying to get your mind right to get back into Crack Circuit 2. Is that what
That's
I'm hearing?
right. I had to come down from the high.
Yeah.
And, right. Exactly.
He's still in Mexico right now.
Yeah, dude. This is a fake background. This is a photo of my room.
Yeah, no, dude, I'd straight up like take a picture of the room
Yeah.
behind you and make that your background.
I'm in.
Then no matter
Florida.
where you are, man, they don't know. I need
to
to
think about that.
I need to do that. Take a picture of the background of my office.
Yeah, I actually
Put it on my team's background and then be like, oh, hey, yeah, he's at work.
I did try. I didn't have enough balls to really use it in a meeting, but I did make one, and I was like,
Yeah.
that's kind of convincing. I don't know if.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I got busted because I was using the ones that had me at the bar.
Yeah, that would be.
But it was a team's background. They're like, really? I'm like, well, just having lunch.
It's classy.
Yeah. Oh, I got
Yeah.
my balls busted for using this background because my COO was like, what does this mean? Being at work's like being at prison? Well, kind of.
You should though. It's whatever you want it to be, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm a yes man.
Yeah. I'll
I don't
say-
like getting shot.
Yeah, I'm all about keeping my job.
Yeah.
Number one. Is that one of your designs on a shirt, Jeremy?
Huh?
What?
Is that shirt you're wearing your?
Oh no, that's Garrett's.
Okay, did that come with
Mavericks piece.
Did you get that from something else, or did you get that?
No,
with
that came before the book. Or I think the books
Yeah.
are still. I think I
Yeah,
got
they're
my
not-
digital copy.
I think he bribed a printer
Mm.
No,
with a
my
half
God.
bag for that
you should
shirt.
have you should have Maverick shirts.
I don't have it because I bought the executive box. I'm like, doesn't that count? Don't I
Hey,
get a shirt for that?
let's not talk about that, Joe.
The executive box.
I bought the top tier of Star Circuit and didn't get a shirt. I don't even want to hear it.
Technically, you're right. You did buy the top tier.
Damn.
Yeah.
You found the flaw in the system, dude. What do you?
I know.
You're
I know.
Occupy Star Circuit over here.
I'm just calling you out.
Occupy Catapano. So you got
Well,
me.
it's that Freedom Convoy's coming to your house.
I'm sure it will. What's the guy that embezzled all that money? He was like the investor, the
Bernie
broker.
Madoff?
Madoff, yeah.
Yeah, Madoff.
How do you forget that name?
And I mean,
forgot
come on.
he
He
did.
made
was
off
drinking,
with all
dude.
that money. I mean, come on.
He made off. Now I'll remember because I made the connection.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm the Madoff of comic books.
That guy
That's
chipped
right.
me out of a T-shirt.
Yep. Dude, I would be if I didn't make Star Circuit. It was just somebody, I bought their book or something.
So, dude, here it was. I get my package, and it's got the bike and the book, and I'm like, all right, cool. And then I pull the page 10 out. I'm like, awesome. When's he gonna send me page 11? And I'm sitting there kind of looking at it, and I'm checking stuff out. And man, I bet it was 2 days later. I'm like, did he put page 11 in with page
Yeah.
10? And I look and I'm like, holy crap, I got them both,
Yeah, dude.
yeah, I was like, that's kind of dumb. Why would you ship it twice? Why would you
Would not do such a thing.
Yeah.
But Yeah, dude. Thanks for backing. I got a review today by Infinity. It was a pretty good review.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Pretty solid.
Yeah. You got a
He
9
points
out
out
of
many
10.
good. Huh?
It got a 9 out of 10.
It did
That's
get
cool.
a 9, which is good. I
That's
from
like
all
a-
the. I was gonna say
That's
from all the hesitation he had, I thought it was gonna be less than that, but
That's like a metric ton, man.
I thought it was going to be 2.
yeah, it turns out. Well, he pointed out a lot of things that people don't usually point out. They don't have the balls. He's got some balls. He pretty much said my faces weren't great in all the shots, and that's actually a good call because like a lot of them don't look
It's a good
as good as
call.
others.
It's a fair call. It's a fair call.
Yeah, more than fair. And
Do we need to go find him and rough him up a bit, or
no? That's literally the point. I think
that's what he does.
Yeah, I think I've already got that taken care of, man.
All right. Well, I mean, I figured you're Italian, so I mean,
Well, I should take offense to that. My grandma wouldn't take offense to that.
Invite him over for some spaghetti.
That was a bad accent. However, I agree everything he said. He had a lot of good to say too. No comment on him breaking his legs on accident.
It's good. We're gonna be in the news next week. Be like, famous comic book reviewer,
Well, the funny thing is, he's Italian too. He's actually more Italian than me. He's actually lived in the country, but yeah. Anyway, good stuff.
No, it was good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff.
So anyway, how's everything else been, man? You just trying to get back into the grind or what?
Of working on the book or just streaming or
I don't know.
Whatever.
I mean, what is that? A McDonald's hat? How's that going?
Yeah, I was just got off my shift, dude.
You smell like French fries.
I used to work at Burger King. I was the fry guy. Easiest job ever.
Oh, I've got a good little Christmas song about the fry guy at Burger King still.
Really?
Yeah.
I appreciate those workers.
I'm going to have to send that to you, Joe. I sent it to some other guys. Got a good laugh out of it.
It'll hit me home a little too hard. So if it's too mean, man, I was there. I was working double shifts.
I did Subway and then delivered for Domino's. So
yeah,
that was my fast food. That was my fast food work.
Yeah, I feel like everybody should have a little taste of that.
It makes me not send anything back.
Much of that.
It's like, hey, this is a tuna salad on rye. I ordered a meatball sub. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. My girlfriend or fiance, sorry.
Yeah.
Corrected it very quickly. Right. It was less than a second. All right.
You may not live.
Dude, I know. She might have heard it from the other room.
Yeah.
Who not sleeping cave tonight?
Man.
So my fiance was saying, I never see you like send back your food. I was like, you're damn right. You never see me send back my food.
Yeah. I watched Waiting too many
I've
times.
I've
worked in fast food too, or even service food. Yeah, still.
You never know what kind of mood that person is in behind that that counter.
Yeah, it's just literally luck of the draw. You could have the day where they're feeling good, but you could have the day where 5 other people did that.
That's why I'm extremely nice.
We talked about that just the other day at work, man, about, people that we know that just send everything back, and it's like your odds of getting something that you didn't order afterward is really high when you send everything back.
Or you get a little extra. That's I'm most worried about.
Yeah, you got something you didn't order. That's for sure.
Right.
And you just don't know it's in there. It's kind of like ragu. It's in there.
Yeah.
I was a prankster though. Like I would pull little.
Did you do the French toast in the in the
No, it
boxers
was-
before you shipped them out, or what?
No, there was a restaurant called O'Charlie's, and
Yeah.
they all, they have their buttered rolls, and that's kind of their thing. On my
Yeah.
last shift of my last day, it was all good. That was basically the last restaurant job I've had. I've always been a good sport about it, no problem. But like they lingered, like they stayed for 3 hours, and I was overshifted, overclocked, but I can't get out of there until I've got there.
That ain't
got
even
them
right,
checked out.
man.
Well, the lady had sent back food and everything, like exactly what you talked about, and was quite rude about it, like throwing it back in my face, like shoving it in my face to get it out, like she was allergic to something. It was a little bad. And so a few people were like, "She's being pretty nasty to you." I was like, I know. But it was my last day, no big deal. And I never let anything usually get to me. But I was like, what's like a believable accident that's no one could really get mad at me for? And I was like, go give them some extra rolls. Everyone wants fresh rolls. They've been wanting them the whole time. I just put a lot of extra butter on them.
Dude, you
And then
saw
when I come
everything with
out there,
rolls, bro.
I tripped. I put them in a to-go box, and they were basically swimming in butter sauce. And I tripped over my own feet because I'm clumsy, and it went on the table. And I know it hit a dresser, the dress and a shirt.
You're
Dude,
such a
It was
butthole.
it was such a bad move. Yeah, I feel bad about it. That's why, but now that's off my chest.
Now it's on the record, though, dude.
Hey,
It's okay. It's okay.
bring me some ketchup. Who brings out steak with no ketchup?
Oh, bye, Chris Fisk. Chris Fisk. said that.
Oh, he's out of here. What's up,
Yeah, he's
man?
out.
Later, man. Thanks for coming by. Damn, I got a jet. Don't poop in people's cheeseburgers.
I don't know how you'd hide that,
I mean, depends where you're working, bro.
Wow.
I never messed with pizzas. Subway, you're kind of right there front and center. I guess maybe in the drive-through you could get a little squirrely, but when they're sitting there looking at you while you're making it, you can't really do a whole lot. I guess the drive-through I might have been able to, but I never. Yeah,
I never did anything like that. I never.
I never did.
Right?
Just
never did that. No.
Drive-through, I'd just make you wait.
You feel me, bro? Yeah.
No, I never did.
You can always mess with the customer, but yeah, I'm glad I'm out of that industry, dude.
That was such a crazy time, man. I had Surge on tap, on the fountain drinks.
Ooh, that's dangerous.
Yeah. Didn't, times where I didn't sleep for,
Days.
I don't know. Isn't that what crack does to you?
Yeah, I hear.
It's kind of like Surge. Like Surge in a pipe. Crack's a hell of a drug.
It is.
Cocaine, a hell of a drug. Yeah.
Dude, Jeremy, you're doing pretty good with this perspective. You're impressing me, bro.
I never.
Really?
I never rubbed my boot in that man's couch.
In Charlie Murphy's couch. Yeah, I might rub
my boot in his couch.
Fuck your couch. Black magic.
Darkness.
Darkness. So funny. Intolerable. That show. Took it.
No, dude, I'm with you on the perspective deal. I mean, like that's a wild angle, man, and he's getting it done.
You're pulling off and without rulers.
Yep.
To me, I don't think that's the most impressive. It's just impressive that I think 3-point perspective in this angle is just going to be impressive as long as you sell the scale, which I think you're doing here. So
I got my character about that big.
Yeah,
maybe a little. No, maybe a little smaller. You got a door. A little smaller.
I'm looking at your building door over there. Which looks pretty.
It needs to be smaller.
Right.
No. I just like my scribble, Joe. I like my little.
I know. I noticed that you do most of these drawings with scribbles, dude. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna put that on your campaign, bro. Scribbled your way to success.
At some point, man, take a snapshot of one of these and have it for the campaign as a sketch, instead of You ain't got nothing but finished art by the time we get done.
It's the idea.
Well, I mean, we do like to see the whips, the making of. It would be cool. Why don't you like record? You can these StreamYards. I think
he should
them for you.
NFT one of the streams.
Oh my God. No, but realistically, you should take the streams footage and then just time lapse.
Seriously, Joe, let me explain NFTs to you.
Do you want to lose all our viewers?
I watched the South Park, man.
Oh,
the COVID special.
Yes.
Some of the best.
Yes.
That was insane.
Awesome.
So
they got a new one coming.
I bet they do.
A new season?
Yeah, or like a new episode coming soon.
Oh, okay. I'm catching up on like Rick and Morty.
I will, dude. Straight up, man. I've got people at work asking me like, "Hey, you're doing video games and all that. Like, y'all start doing NFTs. Let me know."
Oh my God.
I was like, okay.
I made one, and Joe's seen it, and Dwight's seen it, and I'm not trying to talk about it, but it's funny and trying to get it figured out, but that's the only one I'm going to do. I'm hearing too much crap about them.
Dude,
well,
it only makes a difference if you have people, if you have the demand. You can't just
right,
demand.
Right. If you don't have the demand, it's not there. Right.
Yeah.
So
like it's the same thing as you trying to crowdfund a book. It's like if you don't have the demand or the outreach,
the backing, if you don't have people,
so because if there's two guys that come up to you and now want your NFT, then one guy's going to say $10, the next guy's going to say 12, and now you're stuck at 12,
and you're done.
Yeah, no way you're getting 10,000 for one. Sorry, girl. But you do have a bunch of monkeys, and I feel like you could.
A bunch of monkeys.
Yeah, the monkeys and the NFTs are
a barrel of monkeys NFT.
That is what's selling on NFTs is the monkey faces.
I feel like when this comes out, you're gonna get a lot of requests for NFT commissions. Make me a monkey, bro.
Come
on. I don't think Jeremy would accept that.
I would if I get a certain percent of the share.
Yeah,
you get 10% of the Ethereum. They got maybe.
Yeah. If I create it, yeah.
Okay.
I'll give them the image. Anyway. They meant it. We share the percentage. That's fine.
I wouldn't trust it, bro.
I wouldn't trust it, bro.
It's kind of like a fart, man. You never trust. Never trust it.
Never trust a fart. Anyway, guys, that is our episode. It seems like. Thanks for
I'm trying to really understand what got done.
Oh my God.
I saw him color a couple stalactites, bro. I saw
okay, that. All right.
Or shade rather.
I got. He did a little bit of floor work.
Hey, Jeremy, are you designing on the fly here, or you have have you drawn these environments before?
This is the Devil page spread from a different vantage point.
Okay, so you designed it there on the fly.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's still on the fly.
Oh, hold on. Let's bring it.
Just like saying on the fly, dude.
He's drawn the rest of it. So I mean,
on the fly.
So what you're seeing is that staircase.
What you're seeing is now
that trail, that building that I've been working on right now. So yeah, and that umbrella thing, and then.
Yeah,
so you see all that.
Whenever I see it in this the grayscale, I never envision it being so bright and sunny. Just the way
it's works, yeah. I don't know.
We've discussed that, so hang on to that thought because we have discussed that.
Well, I'll take whatever you give me. I'm sure everybody will.
Wow.
Well, there's some thought to it. Like there's somewhere we're going.
Cool. All good.
It's gonna look killer though, man. It really will.
I mean, it already
will.
does the stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Thanks, Joe. I appreciate it, and I appreciate everybody's positivity. I am obviously like trying to run through this with efficiency, and I got something else I'm working on too that you guys have seen. So,
gosh, can you imagine how long it's going to take him to do the letters?
I'm not doing the letters, Mr. Eric Weathers. Hopefully,
we hope, because if it's you, those letters are going to take forever.
I'm sure he's going to outsource that.
Yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan.
Those.
I've already talked to him. He said, "Yeah, just get the book done." I said, "Okay."
Those letters are going to have 1,000 layers.
I do actually got to go through and do a rewrite. I've been thinking about extras, like other ways to say some of these lines that are a bit more descriptive, and kind of hints at some other stuff. But so yeah, I mean, just trying to pay attention to what everyone was saying with Star Circuit, because Joe did a bang up job on that thing, and it makes me kind of know it works. What doesn't? I've read some of these other comics too. I mean, Infinity Tale Chronicles is awesome. I love that. That was fun. And you know, Lucent was good too. Starlight's Cats is kind of where it got me with the single issue story, and I was like, oh, that's so good, Shane. All right, so like I pick up some stuff from everybody, so I'm hoping it all kind of comes through.
Yep. It's fun to do.
So you're ripping stuff off from other people to put in your book?
Techniques.
Okay. All right.
Like not
okay. Just
more
trying to clarify.
More of the way you think and plan about it, or what choices you make.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, that's what I'm doing on the video game. Yeah. I'm just getting inspiration. I'm not ripping anything off.
Yeah, you're not copying code.
No.
Oh no, bro.
Thanks to wife. What? Now I've got to think about that all night. What?
He's gonna dwell on that for 2 days. Did I do? Is that a
make
copy?
the right choice?
Yeah.
Oh,
anyway,
Durka, bro.
Hey. All right. Idea for next time, man. Joe, take a picture of your background. Jeremy, take a picture of yours. I'll take a picture of mine. We'll all swap and then do, like we're in everybody else's house on the next stream.
That'll be interesting. I don't know how well it will work because we need a good green screen, but somehow yours really works well.
Mine? Yeah. I doctored it up a little bit.
Well, guys, thanks for hanging out with us. What were you saying, Dwight?
Nothing.
What do you mean nothing?
Just keep going. Whatever.
Just keep going. All right, guys. Thank you all for hanging out. And we will see you next week. See Joe on Sunday.
Later, Joe.
And then our bros on Wednesdays. So, yeah.
He's speechless. It's okay.
Yep. That's usually my face. And
it's awesome.
Dude, you should have watched the stream. We talked about Batman last night. That was my face, a lot of it.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I'm assuming it's going to look like that.
You said it was all right. So
no, it is really good.
I'm going to go check it out.
I liked it.
All right. Well, everyone, thanks for showing up and watching. And we will see you later. Yeah. Thanks.
Cheerio.
Later on. See you later.
We're out.